Thanks to Lance and the family for coming on and picking up some of the sponsorship here for the Hobby Stocks here for the tour. And with that, the wheeling caution lights have been extinguished as the field heads down the back straightaway. Heat race number 2 about ready to fire off here off turn number 4 with Miller and Thomas. Arizona and Colorado can lead the field to the green flag. Again, 8 laps the distance here. And we're underway. Heat race number 2 down the front straightaway. They're side by side, door to door. It looks like the lineup there, Miller decided to fall to the back. That's going to put Bernards on the outside. He's going to take full advantage. He's going to try to move. He moves the outside of Thomas. Thomas back there in second as Bernards is going to lead lap number 1 down the front straightaway. Underneath the flag stand, he'll lead lap 1. Followed by Thomas. Of course, that's 710 of Brian Johnson, Yuma local in car around there off turn number 2. That is your leader, John Thomas, as he's now went for the tilt-a-whirl ride, but not bringing out a caution, so he'll be able to stay on the lead lap as Bernards leads lap number 2. Waybright back there in second, with Johnson and Biggs third and fourth. Tony Miller back there in fifth. Of course, John Thomas back there in your final 6th and final car. Johnson with a nice charge down at turn number 1. As you see, Bernard's right there getting a little bit loose off of turn number 1 and 2. Waybright's going to take full advantage of it down the back straight. Of course, Waybright coming from the 6th and final starting position. He's already +4 for the heat race. Some of those valuable passing points for the main event later on tonight for those starting positions. As Johnson right there, just going to see if he can make his way to the tail of that number 349W of Waybright. Still out front is Bernards with a nice charge. Last time by a little over 0.8 of a second with a .840. Let's see if we can stretch it out a little bit more with 3 laps to go. And that's about 0.2 of a second, 1.013 now the gap. And he got loose off at turn number 1 and 2, and Waybright's going to take advantage. We got our new leader down the back straightaway. Bernard's kind of stepped on it, went up over the end of the fluff off of turn number 1 and 2. Then Waybright took full advantage. Now it's a big push off of turn number 2, as Waybright will lead with 2 to go. Bernard still second right there is Brian Johnson, 710, trying to make some hay down the back straightaway as they head down into turn number 3. Johnson right there within strike distance, but does he have anything for him as he rolls through 3 and 4 as the white flag will come out for Waybright. Bernard still second, Johnson still third, Biggs fourth. Battle right now for 5th and 6th. As Thomas almost took over that 5th spot. And the checkered flag will come out. He will pick up heat race number 2 It'll be Shane Waybright over Scott Bernard's Brian Johnson, and the 96 car of Darren Biggs round out your top 4.